Hey guys, it's Chaotic Red Fox again. We have something yet again different. I'm with Toyota Rocks.
Hi.
Oopla.
Ardor, which y'all don't know about him, but you're gonna learn about him because everyone makes the jokes. And then we have Betton's stupid fucking face.
You know, shame on you for being a southerner and not even having a good southern accent.
Southern.
Southern? Wait. Hey!
Southern.
I have like a mix of an accent. Like
Southerner.
Apparently
I've never heard of a southerner. I've heard of a southerner.
Apparently I talk like I'm from like Maine or something. But anyway, we're gonna be playing what we've come up with as a drinking game. But because none of us are over the age of 21, we're gonna be playing with soda, or in Betton's, Toyota's, and Ardor's case, they're going to be playing with water. Betton's has a lot of water.
I don't have water.
Go get yourself some water.
I have milk.
Oh, sorry. He has milk. He has to have his daily dose of milk, guys. We dropped fucking Toyota. God, Toyota, why is your computer such a scrub?
So we dropped Toyota like I dropped my water.
Ooh, that joke though.
No, I actually dropped my water. It fell.
Good night, my sweetheart.
Oh.
Well, it's time.
He's dead. GG.
Well, for some reason it was saying busy. Okay, then. Toyota?
Hi.
Welcome back to life.
Welcome back from hell.
It's my internet.
Bettons, stop, please. But we have a thing here known as Hairbo sugar-free gummy bears, the 5-pound bag on Amazon. And I'm sure you guys understand that people can go onto Amazon and leave customer reviews, whether they liked and or hated the product that they purchased. And it often is like a star system, so like if you have a 5-star and a 1-star like review, it often equals out to a 3-star. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be reading some of these reviews. Yes?
Is this going to be anything like that time you made me read 50 Shades of Grey out loud?
Oh, Devontae and I are doing that on another series.
Spoilers.
It's alright. 50 Shades will be up by the time before this one.
You're going to have Devontae do it, but not me.
Ardor.
Where'd Bettons go?
Bettons?
I'm right here. Hi.
Oh. Your screen's not loading for me.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
But, we have some reviews here. 836 to be precise. Bettons, Bay, your face! Oh, it's not up for me yet either. Hold on. Bettons, your face is back up.
There you go.
But we have 836 reviews here that we're going to read. Hopefully, we're going to make this a series where we read all 836, or at least the funny ones. We will be drinking if we hear anything pertaining to sounds, like descriptive words for sounds. The room...
Like bodily functions.
The word bathroom. Poop, shit, crap, anything like that.
Let's just get to it already. I think they get the point.
Hold on, no, there's a couple other ones. Odors, like smells. Stains was another one that we said, and what was the other one, Bettons? I can't remember it now. Sounds, smells, bathrooms, poop, stains.
I think that's about it.
Okay, well, we'll fill you in when we find the word. Okay, so the first review is just don't unless it's a gift for somebody you hate. Remember, this is for Hairbo sugar-free gummy bears. Why would it be for someone you hate? Like, just why? Okay, so should I go first or should someone else?
Me.
Ardor, you already have your designated. So, Bettons, would you like to read the first one?
Yeah, I need to move my water. It's blocking the screen. I just fucked up my mouse, GG. Okay. Oh man, words cannot express what happened to me after eating these. The Gummy Bear Cleanse. If you're someone that... Should I drink if I'm reading this?
Wait, what the heck are you?
Or after we say it.
Let's just not have the reader drink since they're reading it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll interrupt the
Yeah.
flow.
If you are someone that can tolerate the sugar substitute, enjoy. If you are like the dozens of people that tried my order,
What if we run out of fluid?
run!
You go get more.
Okay, first of all, for the taste, I would rate these at 5. So good. Soft. True to taste, fruit flavors like the sugar variety. I was a happy camper. But, or should I say, but, not long after eating about 20 of these, hell broke loose. I had a gastrointestinal experience like nothing I've ever imagined. Cramps, sweating, bloating, beyond my
Cheers.
worst nightmare. I've had food poisoning from some bad shellfish, and that was almost like a skip in the park compared to what was going on inside of me. Then came the, flatulence. Heavens to Murgatroyd. The sounds. Like trumpets calling the demons back to hell. The stench.
Preaching it.
Like 1,000 rotting corpses vomited. I could stand to stay in one room for fear of succumbing to my own odors. But wait, there's more. What came out of me felt like someone tried to funnel Niagara Falls through a coffee straw. I swear, my sphincters were screaming. It felt like my delicate starfish was a gaping maw, projectile vomiting a torrential flood of toxic waste. 100% liquid. Flammable liquid napalm. It was a bit humorous for a nanosecond, as it was just beyond anything I could imagine possible, and it went on for hours. I felt violated when it was over, which I think might have been sometime in the early morning on the next day. There was stuff coming out of me that I ate at my wedding in 2005. I had 5 pounds of these innocent-looking, delicious-tasting hellbears. So I told a friend about what happened to me, thinking it had to be some type of sensitivity I had to the sugar substitute. And in spite of my warnings and graphic descriptions, she decided to take her chances and take them off my hands. Silly woman.
Tricks are for
All the
kids.
same for her. And a phone call from her while on the toilet, because you kind of end up living on the bathroom for a spell, telling me she would really wish she would have listened. I think she was crying. Her sister was skeptical and suspected that we were exaggerating. She took them to work. Since there was still 99% of a 5-pound bag left, she works for a construction company, where there are builders, roofers, house painters, landscapers, etc. Lots of people who generally have limited access to toilets on a given day. I can't imagine where all those poor men and women pooped that day. I keep envisioning men on roofs, crossing their legs, trying to decide if they can make it down the ladder or if they should just jump. If you order these, best of luck to you. And please, don't post a video review doing the aftershocks. P.S.
That's good. This one.
When I ordered these,
God.
the warnings and disclaimers and legalese were not posted. I'm not a moron. Also, not sure why so many people assume I'm a man. I'm a woman. We poop too. Of course, our poop sparkles and smells like I walk in the meadow and fly.
Ardor.
Okay. Jesus. Okay, so it smells like a walk in a meadow of wildflowers. Thanks for all the great comments. I've been reading them and are so glad that the horror show I experienced from snacking on these has at least made some people smile.
Okay, let's just take a minute to look at some of these comments beneath it. Best product review ever. Best... I don't care about you.
Daddy, why are we leaving early? Wilson, I need to change my diaper.
Jesus.
Ardor, stop! No! You will
Get
get
out of yourself, friend. Getting out of yourself.
You're gonna get there, I promise. Okay?
No, I just read one of the comments.
Let me just say, then there's ideal gifts for your congressional representatives. The reviews are so helpful, it's so difficult to be sure you are...
Fiber and whole grain help jumpstart your day and keep you going. Honey Bunches of Oats morning energy.
Ooh, stop, please. Whew, sorry guys. The reviews are so helpful. It's so difficult to be sure you are buying something over the internet that's exactly what you are searching for. I am sending a bag of these to every member of Congress to show my deepest gratitude.
I like how it's I deliriously happy taxpayer.
In Ardor's case, the Parliament.
That is despicable. Every member of Congress. Imagine when they're sitting in the house, the speakers are praising.
Okay, so why don't we read this next one here? I will read this because this is like a mile long. It's titled My Dinner with Andrea. Andrea? We're going to call her Andrea.
It's been a hard day in Congress.
I'm pretty sure... Ardor! Breathe! Ardor! Breathe. It's okay, babe. Breathe. Take a breath. Exhale. Now take a drink of water, because you obviously need Jesus.
Do I need white Jesus or black Jesus?
You
need Mexican Jesus.
Why is it gotta be black or white? Why can't it be yellow? That's racist.
Considering Jesus was actually a Jew, you got a problem with him?
Or rainbow. Why can't he be rainbow?
Because not everyone is into My Little Pony, Ardor.
Oh my gosh, I found this. I was searching about it. I found this weirdest thing. It was like this, like My Little Pony humping a CS:GO.
Don't want to know. Toyota, just stop right there. Stop right there. My turn to read. I'm pretty sure Andrea, I'll call her, agreed to have dinner at my apartment only because I always spoke to her using nothing but my 2 years of high school German. Her English was perfect, probably better than mine, but the fact that I could only ask her directions to the Autobahn or inquire about the health of her...
crowds.
Do not interrupt me, or you will be murdered. I will stab you in the face.
I will be murdered.
Yes. Now shh. But the fact that I can only ask her directions to the Autobahn or inquire about health of her non-existent Tante Amelia seemed to make me appealing to her in a sweet, non-threatening way. My intentions, however, were considerably less childlike, which is why the shopping that night was done at one of those upscale groceries with an international flair. Moules Marianes. I think that's what it is. It's as much of a panty peeler as anything I can cook, and it isn't that hard to pull off. But still, I was busy tracking the recipe in my head when I found myself in the sweets aisle. And that, to my great chagrin, is why I didn't immediately notice the difference between Hairbo normal gummy bears, which are designed for human enjoyment, and Hairbo sugarless gummy bears, which are designed for use in maximum security prisons as a way to punish uncooperative inmates. I shan't make that mistake again. Notice you can't spell shan't without shat. Drink, bitches. Prior to Andrea's arrival, I sat in my living room creating a playlist of makeout music and nervously binging on the gummy bears I had placed in a decorative bowl because I'm that fancy. The doorbell rang.
Make out music?
Yeah.
What genre of music is that?
Nightcore techno.
Yeehaw.
I don't think that's the kind of music that he's talking about. The doorbell rang, and within minutes we were standing in the kitchen drinking beers, and both of us probably worrying that we were about to exhaust my ability to communicate in her native tongue. But soon that would be the least of my worries. In the middle of trying to ask Andrea if she likes to dance to young people's music, how old are these guys? I get like a 50 vibe from that. I felt a flutter in my midsection, accompanied by a guttural pronouncement so loud it threatened to drown out my own voice. Maybe it was because I was mentally refreshing my language lessons, but it suddenly struck me how much pre-diarrheal grumbling sounds like German words. Insgelochtung was the next thing uttered by my rapidly clenching stomach. Appropriately, Andrea looked up in response. "Sie sind Kaffee machen?" she asked. Am I making coffee? And I thought I must have mistranslated her at first. Then I finally realized that yes. Oh shit, I lost my way. The loud, ominous gurgling coming from my gut could easily be mistaken for the percolating of some bachelor's crappy coffee maker. It's remarkable how quickly one knows that one is about to have a traumatic potty-making experience. Maybe that's the body's way of buying you the precious seconds you need. I was already calculating the number of steps to the bathroom, speculating on whether I would have time to lift the lid to the toilet when my own voice cried out loudly in my head. She's going to hear everything. Thanks to the acoustical idiosyncrasy in my building, the hallway outside the bathroom works as an amplifier pointed straight at my living room/kitchen, so that somehow even the gentlest tinkle sounds like I'm pouring lemonade out of a bucket. With only half an idea of what I was doing, I grabbed Andrea's hand and pulled her roughly down onto my sofa. I must have looked like a madman as I booted up my iTunes playlist, plugged in the gigantic new headphones I had just bought to keep me looking young and hip, and clamped them down over her ears. Again, how old is this man? The sweat forming on my brow and upper lip couldn't have helped. In response to her nervous expression, I kept shouting, "You'll love this! You'll love this!" I spun her around so that she was looking out the window. My plan was that she'd be so distracted by the modest fourth-floor view that it would allow me to pull my pants off while I sprinted down the hall, silently singing the praises of the noise-reducing quality of my new headphones. This story will be reprinted in its entirety as a 5-star review on the Sony Beats Audio Amazon page. As I slammed the bathroom door shut, already half naked, it occurred to me that I had not been shouting, "You'll love this" at Andrea. I didn't even know how to say that in German. In my desperation, I had been saying, "Ich lieb dich," repeatedly professing my love for her in a shaky and frantic voice. But maybe that was a good thing, because as I threw myself at the toilet, I figured the best thing I could hope for is that she would be so creeped out that she would sneak out of the apartment, blissfully unaware of the carnage taking place in the next room. What can I say about the ensuing white-knuckle bowel movement that hasn't been expressed in other reviews on this page? I'm pretty sure I haven't seen the adjective Kafkisk used anywhere else. We're gonna, hold on, let's just take a minute to look that word up for anyone that doesn't know what this is.
You could just say.
No,
if you know
no, it's the word of the day. Shut up, it's gonna be the word of the day. Not everyone's a nerd like you are.
The definition is... No, I don't really know.
The definition... Okay. Apparently it's named after, like, a guy.
He's one of the babies.
Oh, come on. Computer, plus.
Maybe it's German.
I'm thinking it might be. Because it's after a guy, Franz Kafka, which was a language writer of novels.
Next time you notice a friend is clutching their stomach painfully, is rushing to the bathroom, you should ask them, "Are you making coffee?"
Are you making coffee? Okay. Kafkaesque is characteristic or reminiscent of the oppressive or nightmarish qualities of Franz Kafka's fictional work. So basically, they're saying it's like a horror novel. Okay, that works too. Used anywhere else. By the end of Act 1... We've killed Ardor, guys. We've killed him with milk. Congratulations.
Yes.
Victory. I think I just snorted milk. Ugh.
He needs that cocaine.
I was choking on it right there.
By the end...
I'm still laughing at the part where he mentions coffee.
Ardor, shh. By the end of Act 1 of this private little torture porn movie... I was confessing to every unsolved crime in history, praying I would stumble upon the one that would satisfy my invisible captors. And quickly I realized that I had more than Andrea's sense of sound to worry about. Were she to get even the faintest whiff of the weapon's grade sluice that my anus was angrily shouting into the porcelain, I would have to change my name and move to another city. And so I flushed. And flushed, and flushed, and flushed. And then I flushed and nothing happened. Sentence! I've never...
He's in deep shit right now.
I'll be right there, Mother! Hold on! I've never looked down into the broken toilet with more horror in my entire life. And once I stopped up George Clooney's crapper, a true story for another time, I reached for the plunger, but my hand froze. My heart seized when I saw it on the floor, broken in two and covered in what looked like teeth marks. Apparently I had used the wooden handle to keep from biting my tongue off and had chewed clean through it. When did that happen? It seems my mind had already started the process of repressing the entire event. Amid the feverish, fruitless dance I did across my tiny bathroom floor, it dawned on me, Benton's, I see you drinking. It dawned on me that it had been more than a minute since my last soul-wrenching anal tantrum. Dear Lord, is it over? I asked, quite possibly aloud. I may have been lightheaded and delusional, but I began to imagine a non-ignominious resolution to this ordeal. I just needed to get her the hell out of here. If Andrea hadn't fled the building, vomiting in terror, then I suppose I could pull up my trousers and make a cavalier exit, as long as I could get her off the premises and as far away from the post-apocalyptic commode as humanly possible. Assuming that the diarrheists had retreated to the hills temporarily, maybe I can even whisk Andrea away to a candlelight dinner at Bernardo's. How impulsive! My first few steps back towards the living room were tentative, and not just because my sphincter felt raw and tattered. It was a slow approach to the monument of truth, especially when I saw her figure still planted on my sofa. I knew any... Who's talking? I knew any look on Andrea's face other than her mouth agape would constitute a miraculous victory. And when she smiled at me, the wash of relief that engulfed me was more glorious than any throes of ecstasy I might have wished for at the beginning of the night. And then I saw it. The decorative bowl sitting in her lap, down to the last few sugarless gummy bears.
Oh no.
Du hast Hairbo, she said to me, accompanied by a satisfied smile, a big, beaming Hansel and Gretel smile that slightly turned down in one corner at the sound we both suddenly heard. A low rumble from deep within her GI tract that sounded like Gefahr, the German word for danger. Her eyes shot past mine and refocused on the bathroom door just down the hall behind me. You guys, go ahead and discuss this. I will be right back.
Well then, I'm gonna take a long shower after this. You know, I realized we could just say whatever we want without Fox coming back. Cause
the problem is she might edit it out, so we have to be careful. Like, we have to have it in the middle of some meaningful, like, sentence. It's like right in the middle of Colin's stupid, we say something like, well, that won't work.
Dude, who was a genius that gave one of these to everyone in Congress? What was that beep?
So, how much have you guys drank?
Most of my glass.
I already cleared an entire Diet Pepsi bottle.
I am back, you guys.
I'm doing some cookies. I'm doing some cookies to make down the milk each drink.
What?
The next one's so long.
It is.
Can I read mine?
I think that is the next one.
Indeed, it is.
Yes, Ardor. It is your turn to read.
Alright. Hang on, let me clear my throat.
Every time I see this Gregba, I think of Albert or Trebla.
Yeah.
Agurg. What is he doing? What is Ardor doing?
He's clearing his throat.
Because
You know?
Clear that throat, Ardor. Clear it for me.
I recently took my 4-year-old son to his first NBA game. He was very excited to go to the game, and I was excited because we had fantastic seats. Row C, center court to be exact. I never sat that close before. I never had to go downstairs to get to my seats. 24 stairs to get to my seats to be exact. His favorite candy is Skittles. Mine are anything gummy. I snuck in a bag of Skittles for my son and grabbed a handful of gummy bears for myself. To be later known as a handful of gummy bears for myself to be later known as Satan's Diarrhea Hate Bears that I received for Christmas in a bulk from my parents and put them in a Ziploc bag. After the excitement of the first quarter had ended, I took my son out to get him in a bottled water and myself a beer. We returned to our seats to enjoy our candy and drinks. Fast forward until 1 minute before halftime. I had begun to sweat a sweat that is only meant for men on mile 19 of a marathon. I've kicked out of my legs so straight that I'm violently pushing the gentleman wearing the seat in front of me. He is not happy. I do not care. My hands on the side of my seat, not unlike that of a gymnast My hands are on the side of my seat, not unlike that of a gymnast on a pommel horse, lifting me off my chair. My son is oblivious to what is happening next to him. After all, there is a mascot running around somewhere, and he is eating candy. I realize at some point to the very near immediate future, I'm going to have to allow this lava from Satan to forcefully expel itself from my innards. I also realize that I have to walk up 24 stairs just to get to level grounds in hopes to make it to the bathroom. I'll have to sit here stiff as a board for a few minutes waiting for the pain to subside. About 30 seconds later, there's a calm in the storm with a violent hurricane that is going on in my lower intestine. I muster the courage to gently relax every muscle in my lower half and stand up. My son stands up next to me, and we start to ascend up the stairs. I took a very careful and calculated step up the first stair. Then a loud horn sounds. Halftime, great. It's going to be crowded. The horn also seems to have awakened the Satan's Diarrhea Hate Bears that are having a mosh pit in my stomach. It literally felt like an avalanche went down my stomach, and I again have to tighten every muscle and stand straight up and focus all my energy on my poor
Sphincter.
Is that even a word?
Yes, it is. It's the ring that tightens up to keep your poop in. You actually have like 72 sphincters in your body, but
okay,
that's the visible one.
I get the image. I've seen enough anal in my
It looks like a starfish.
I've seen enough anal in my time. To tighten up like it's never before. What? I don't know if I upset her or if I made her laugh.
Well, guys, you know what kind of prawn he watches.
Oh, you thought I was referring to prawn?
I know that you're not talking about your real life. Alright, anyway, continue.
You thought I was talking about prawn now, did you?
Go ahead and continue. Already did!
Well, you know, us Canadians.
You had a load that was swapped! The washer's still going!
Like it has never performed
Remember,
before.
it's broken?
Taking another step would be the worst idea possible. The floodgates would open. Don't worry, Daddy has a plan. So my mother question, want to play a game to my son? He of course says yeah. My idea is to hop on both feet all the way up the stairs, using the center railing to propel me up each stair. My son is always up for a good hopping game. And so he complies and joins in on the fun. Some old lady 4 steps away thinks it's cute and that we are doing this. Although she was looking at the panic on my face. 3 rows behind her, a man about the same age as me, who must have had similar situation, notices the feared, panic desperation on my face, understands the danger that I, along with my parents, anyone within a 5-yard spray so iron. Let me read it again. Anyone within a 5-yard radius spray zone iron. He just mouths the words, "Good luck, man." Me, son. Halfway up, and there's no leakage, but my legs are getting tired, and my sphincter has never endured this amount of pressure for this long of time. That's what she said. 16 steps hops later, 4 steps to go. My son trips and falls on the stairs. I have 2 options. Keep going knowing he will catch up, or bend down to pick him up, leaving my sphincter up under pressure in commotion while a day of roughly the 50 people that are now watching him grow man on the stairs while sweating profusely next to a 4-year-old boy. Luckily, he gets right back up and we make it to the top of the stairs. Good, the hard part was over, or so I thought so. I managed to waddle like a penguin, or someone who's about to poop the pants in 2.5 seconds. To the men's room, only to find out that every stall is being used. Every stall. It's halftime, of course. Everyone has to poop.
What, Mother?
I don't know if I can wait any longer.
Soon, after this, we're almost done, I promise. I just have to put it in the tins and then put it in the oven. It'll be done in like half hour.
High school's boys' dream. I never dreamed to do that when I was in high school. I did in elementary, but not in high school.
What?
What kind of
the pizza things?
Was that said for my son? On the other hand, what kind of an example would it be for his father to fill his pants with substance that probably will? You're killing me. I can't.
Someone died.
God. Yeah. Oh, stupid tablet. Alright, let's see, what was I? What kind of an example would it be for his father to fill his pants with a substance that will probably unrecognizable? To fill his pants with a substance that will probably be unrecognizable to man. Suddenly a stall door opens, and I think I managed to actually levitate over to the stall. I see my son follows me in. Luckily, it was a handicapped stall, so there was room for him to be out of the way. I get my pants off and I start to sit. He was taking a dump with his son in the same stall.
A lot of people do that. His son was young.
Let's see. Now... Son, you're gonna... Son, it's time we had to talk. Okay. I know what taking a giant feels like. I also know what vomiting feels like. I can also... I know what it feels like to vomit out my butt. I wasn't pooping. Those Satan's diarrhea papers did something to my insides that made my sphincter vomit out the madness. I am now conscious of my surroundings. The bottom half of my body, currently with this porcelain chair. It is quiet as a pin drop in the bathroom. The other men consent that something is... Oh god. I'm gonna eat this. The tears in my eyes.
Just read.
They're still the same tears from that night when we,
Oh, Ardor, no.
Don't worry, they won't know. Oh, and just so you guys know, it was nothing sexual, so don't get any ideas.
Rip Colin.
I think I killed her.
Ardor, no. Just fucking read the review. I'm gonna have to put a fucking disclaimer on this.
I can sense that the other man can sense that something isn't right. No one has ever heard anyone poop vomit before.
I get this image of a man, with his...
I can sense that the worst part is over, but it's not stopping. Nor can I physically stop it at this point. I am leaking. It's horrible. I call out, does anyone have a diaper? Hoping that some gentleman was going. I'm trying to keep a straight face while I'm reading it. It's impossible. I'm gonna send this to all my friends. I honestly think this is a bit of fiction.
No, it's not. These are legit.
I've never actually read...
I wonder how long it took
I
him
never
to type
actually
this.
read any funny fiction. I should start studying.
Just read, Ardor.
Hoping that some gentleman was changing a baby. Nothing. No one said a word. I know that people are there. I people are in there. I can see the toes of shoes pointing in my direction on the hall. Under the hall. Does anyone have a diaper? I am screaming. My son is out crying. He thinks he is witnessing the death of his father. I cannot even assure him that I will make it. Not a word was said, but a diaper was thrown over the stall. I catch it, lie my underwear with it, put my pants back on, walk out of that bathroom like a champ. We go straight to our seats, grab our coats, and go home. As we were walking out, the gentleman that wished me good luck early simply put his fist out, and I happily bumped it. My son asks me, Daddy, why are we leaving early? Well, son, I need to change my diaper.
Well, son, you see, a grown man has needs.
No, you fail. You killed it.
Well, son, you see, when a grown man shits himself...
And he brought it back.
I was just trying my best to keep a straight face while reading this.
Oh,
but all
God.
of this was just first reaction, so I didn't...
You see, Bettins and I have been on this site for an hour and a half the other night.
What,
No, we were on there from 12 to 2.
It was awful, but it was probably the best thing we've ever done.
Before.
Okay, Toyota, go to the next page.
Oh, God.
How do I do that? Where do I click?
You're gonna be reading the
Still,
fault in our pants.
I think whoever got these Congress was a genius. Only a bad genius could...
How do I get to the next page?
Down on the bottom it says 836 reviews. It's a blue button.
I'm gonna play Angry Birds.
Okay, I'm gonna be back in a bit. Here, go pee.
Oh, he loses, guys!
Alright, so I think that's the end of the video.
Oh god, that's great. No, but he loses. He had to drink too much water. He lost. So Ardor, do you ever plan on buying Hairbo sugar-free gummy bears?
What?
Do you ever plan on buying these sugar-free gummy bears?
Yeah, and I'm gonna give them to every member of my student council.
I can't find the fault in our pants.
Hit the 836 review button.
I did.
It's the first one on the next page. See all 836.
Angry Birds.
Yeah, okay, I go that. The last one on this page was, I don't get the bad reviews. I click next page and it says a quick review.
Don't
That's
get the bad reviews. Hold on. The last one on my page was do not bring to sporting events.
Oh.
Did you see that one?
Yeah, that's not the last one for me.
Well, here, I'll just copy paste it into the Skype so you can read it.
Back.
Well, Toyota, I hate to inform you, but you have lost the game.
I know.
But still, that's what it is, Bettens. You must still read your short your short review.
Okay.
I think I have to go now.
Alright, Ardor, catch you later, man. Thanks for joining us for a while.
We're going to... Yeah, just kick me out from the call, because I don't know how to do it on tablet.
Okie dokie. Alright. Toyota, go.
Yeah.
Boom.
This product is horrible. Do not buy it. My terrific experience
It's in the Skype.
with those demons gummies from hell started off with a phone call from my 12-year-old. Why does 12-year have a phone?
Most 12-year-olds do.
Wow. Fuck, I got mine like 3 years ago.
Toyota, we're old.
He is in middle school and is proudly a part of the school's theater group. One day, my son had a rehearsal with his group for a play they were doing later that night about ancient Greeks. He called me because he hadn't packed himself a lunch that morning and required substance in order to continue on his play. I happened to be on my way to his rehearsal, and the only thing considerable edible that I had in my 2009 convertible Jaguar were a large bag of these Hasbro sugar-free gummy bears. In my hesitate to get those wretched gummy bears to my son, I forgot to bring anything for myself to the play, so I snacked on a few of them. I arrived to my son's rehearsal just in time to hand him the half-eaten bag of gummy bears. Time had passed, and the play was about to start. I sat in the front row like a proud father would... Wait, this is a father? I thought this was a girl.
Nope, this is a father.
I had several stomach pains, nerves for my son, I thought. The play starts, my boy center stage, in his freshly cleaned bed sheets that had been fashioned into a toga. He walked out, punching his gut as he started to say his lines. Oh, I gotta go.
Okay, then we'll finish it.
He pauses. My
Hey, Mom.
son...
Wait. What, Toyota?
Nothing. Coming!
Alright, see you later, man.
You want me to finish up?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Alright. He pauses. Face turns white as if he'd seen a ghost. Right then, like Symphony of Sin, it happened. My son stared right at me as if I were the only one in the crowd. The damage was done. He turned around and ran off stage. His once fresh toga
His fresh yoga
was now stained with the bitter anguish of hate and regret. I too wore the metaphorical toga of shame. I rushed off to the nearest bathroom, to find some much needed relief. But to my dismay, the janitor had already gone home for the night.
Well, I'm guessing he's getting pizza, guys. Be jelly of his food. Fucking Bettens, I nailed it.
Okay, where was I?
I nailed it. I was like, Bettens getting pizza.
Yeah, I heard you. I muted my microphone. I muted my headset.
Oh, I didn't know if it muted both. Toga of shame, going to the bathroom to find much needed relief.
Okay, but to my dismay, the janitor had already gone home for the night. I hung my head in defeat as I hobbled over to my son, who still wore his dirty bedsheet. His face was in his hands, looking up at me, tears rushing down his chubby little face.
Oh.
Daddy, why have you forsaken us? He said, rushing to find answers. I grabbed the empty bag of sugar-free gummy bears. Under more careful examination, I found the mark of the beast. Inscribed on the package, these gummy bears have not only soiled my favorite pair of Ed Hardy pants, but they have also ruined my relationship with my son. I would not recommend these gummies to anyone that wants prosperity in their lives. I will never buy these gummies again. But to the poor souls that the stupidity to try such a horrid product, may God bless your soul. 4 stars.
My question, if he hated them so bad and they ruined his life, why did he give them 4 stars? That is my question. That is my main question. Like, oh my god. Anyway, guys, we've lost most of our cast for today. I hope you enjoyed the video.
Wait, there's not a victor yet.
There's not going to be a victor. We're gonna be going through all of these.
Look, I've... Okay, you can't really see. Okay, I've cleared this down halfway. I still have this to go, okay?
What about the other 2?
They're on the floor back there. I threw them.
You drank them?
Yes.
Oh my god, are you serious? Wow. Well, you have to remember, we're going to be doing this a whole series. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it.
Sorry, wait, are you saying I can't go to the bathroom until we finish this?
You can go to the bathroom, but the first person to go to the bathroom in the series is the loser. It's between you and I now. No. We'll probably be reading 4 reviews every time, guys. So leave a like, a comment, whatever you want. Or if you have a terrible, terrible story about this, about Hairbo sugar-free gummy bears, leave it in the comments too. Or even just any time that maybe you've shart your pants. Ben's is obsessed with pizza. Bye, guys. Goodbye.